Hey, we've got a Kickstarter going on. We completely funded the first season with our own funds, and we would love to pay our artists what they deserve to be paid. Don't worry, you'll get a bunch of bang for your buck, as each donation comes with a bunch of perks. My favorite is a D&D session that's DM'd by Jay, and Gabriel drawing your D&D character. So cool. So check out Rivers of Confluence on Kickstarter and sign up to get updates once it's live. Thank you for supporting us and braving the seas, and we hope to see you March 1st on our Kickstarter.
Rivers of Confluence is an explosive, violent, seafaring tale. This episode's content warnings can be found in the episode description. Hello and welcome to Rivers of Confluence, a loose Dungeons & Dragons real-play podcast about 5 lost souls, each trying to find their place in the world of Awenor. I'm Jay Keller, your Dungeon Master for this campaign, and with me today I have...
Hello, I am Amanda Ranallo, and I play Myrna. Myrna is an artificer, and she is a crafty small folk who is always dreaming up their next invention. And a fun fact for Myrna today is that, Myrna didn't really have many long-term ideas for her life. So she kind of just thought, maybe one of these days, Alistair and I will figure out a way to make Mount Ozaki habitable. And so, if she, before all this Bonnier crap started, she probably would have wanted Alistair and her to, Alistair can turn Mount Ozaki into a dirt place, and Myrna can make it not as unbearably hot. That would be probably her next go around.
Yeah, all those great memories you guys made at Mount Ozaki. It's the perfect.
How could you not want to go back?
The perfect place to settle down, yeah?
Yeah, no, totally.
Fond memories.
He gets to do the dirt thing. I get to make an invention. It'd be great.
I like to imagine Alistair just on the mountain with a kiddie pool full of dirt. Yay!
The dirt thing.
The dirt, his little dirt corner on the mountain.
Welcome to Alistair's Dirt Corner.
It's my favorite corner.
Oy vey.
Hi friends, my name is Gabriel Montgomery and I play Alistair Keep, aka the Gravekeeper. He is a seemingly morbid individual with his trusty shovel and his lantern on hand at all times. And a fun fact about Alistair for today is that he doesn't quite understand how his body and how his life works. He knows that he's able to move through mold earth as sort of a custom-made muscular system, I guess, is the best way to describe it. And he knows that he gets his magic from his lantern, but he doesn't really know where his thoughts or his feelings come from, because he knows his brain is just actively decaying in his head. So it can't be coming from there, right? Right? Or is he just slowly going mad and imagining all these things due to literal brain rot?
Damn.
Oh my god, wait. That's the lantern. The light bulb goes off and that's the idea. The lantern is where the...
Yeah, when his light shines brighter, it's him having a thought.
Yeah.
That's a good point. When you stop casting Mold Earth, does your brain just go dark? Are you listening? Yeah, how'd you put yourself back together?
How do you
He doesn't know. That was the fun fact.
Yeah, that's the thing. He doesn't really know.
I just told you, I don't know.
I have no idea.
Hi friends, my name is Jeremy Cox. I play Orpheus Hornraven, a half-elf druid yearning for truth. Except his fun fact might be that he has found his truth. I know. Deep. Damn. Between his heart-to-heart with his father Tristan and then his heart-to-heart with Karnan, and then this closure that he had with Atreyu, his first love, he's found a newfound purpose and resolve in himself. So from here, he's going to do whatever he can to save his loved ones and Awenor. Yeah.
Wow. Sable's so happy for you. So happy you're at peace, bestie. That's great.
Yeah. Who knew? All it took was reuniting with your poppy, and
Yeah, all it takes is just reuniting with your family, and all of a sudden you're at peace again. So anyway, Sable.
That's actually really fucked up to say to Sable.
damn.
Hello. My name is Max Volpert, and I play the very much not at peace Captain Seraphina Sable Driftthorn, a half-tiefling, half-sea elf barbarian with a bardic background and a fearsome pirate braving the seas. A fun fact about Sable is after her conversation with Bonzo last episode, or Augustus, I believe, she got to thinking and she realized that she too has never really experienced platonic friendship until now. She was always close with her family, and obviously she was in love with Kyle and they were good friends, but there's a difference, between romantic and platonic love and relationships. And Sable's father was like a very feared, infamous pirate, so nobody really wanted to deal with her, and she didn't think anything of it. But now that she has friendship, she's like, this is kind of cool. And it just makes it sting all the more when everyone keeps ascending to godhood.
Only two of us.
Yeah, sure. Only two of us.
As long as Sable is concerned.
If anyone else did that, it would, that would really put her over the edge, probably.
I mean, then it's at that point it's more gods than not
then
gods.
She's outnumbered, and what would she do then?
That's a little stressful. Thank the Lord that didn't happen.
Hey guys. Sorry.
Hey
guys.
Sorry.
Welcome to your
Speaking of
channel.
gods-
Keep it going. It's perfect.
I'll take that back.
Augustus became a
Not
YouTuber.
cutting any of that.
What the hell? All right. Hey guys, my name is Mitchell Maguire and I play Augustus, the chimp formerly known as Bonzo. And Augustus is a retired circus performer. Dom, he's a Dom. I guess.
You can't say he's anything but a Dom. He's with all the shit he pulled last episode.
Yeah, I just didn't know what bit to do with that anymore. Anyway, fun fact about Augustus is, despite the world, on the verge of like ending, fighting all these gods, worrying about any moment that Ranallo could be taken, and at any moment we could die, the one thing that keeps Augustus up at night is the fact that there are 6 Silsaran guards in Unvaldi that think about him at night after him pretending to be Bupa de Beppa. And it's really off-putting to him that people yearn for him.
It's true. It's true. They're still there.
They're still there.
My NPC fact for today has to deal with Rucker the driver. And ever since Orpheus and Augustus let him ride inside the carriage, he's been dreaming of a way to go back inside. He's never been able to ride on the inside before, and after learning of how nice and plushy it is, he's grown severely jealous of all of the people that he's ever driven. And so, especially while all of you were asleep, he was asking Dennastrana multiple times, hey, can I go in? Can I'm real tired. Can I just to close my eyes and I'll come right back out. But each time he asked, he was denied.
Bullshit.
Last episode, you dealt with the aftermath of Windermere, tending to the living and dead alike, gathering the townspeople up and taking stock of all who made it. After some tense conversations from Orpheus's past, you all stood atop the bluffs outside of town and took stock of your situation. Sarek took up the mantle of Solera, you lost track of Lyra, the seas seemed to be at war with the skies, and on top of it all, Lucinda was still out there. With a rekindled flame, you set out for Dennastrana again, Dennastrana escorting you by carriage. After Myrna stayed up for a while tinkering, you all found sleep. And there, in that quiet carriage, Alistair's soul returned to death. And so you all wake to a pattering of rain on the carriage roof. And as you begin to stir, you all think you notice a intense pressure coming within the cabin. So Alistair, you now have a +2 to your charisma and your spell attack modifier. You have gained the Speak with Dead as a cantrip, and you have a little bit of a homebrew limited planar shift spell where you and one other person that you're touching can enter the astral plane, or the plane of the dead in this scenario, a plane that overlays the natural world to a 1-to-1 ratio, but you must be touching them in order to bring them in and out, as well as you receive planar sight, the ability to see into these places at the same time, and just like the rest of the ones that have ascended, you can read and speak all languages.
Alistair wakes up and He's just like he feels more awake than he has in the past year, and he looks around the carriage, and I don't know if anyone is still asleep or if everyone else has like already woken at this point.
I think Jay mentioned that there was like a palpable, strange energy in the cabin.
Like an intense pressure.
I feel like Sable would probably at that point be up, sitting up in the carriage with her back to a wall, holding like a sleeping Ranallo to her chest and just sort of like looking around on her guard.
Alistair, why you look so awake? Myrna was so loud, me not get good sleep.
Myrna's gonna be sleeping holding this strange box with a screen on it. And I'm like, fuck, guys, I'm trying to help you. We can now take a look at what's his face and fall right
Myrna,
back to
wake
sleep.
up. Now we all awake. So
Hi.
you must be awake. You so loud.
I'm sorry, guys, but don't worry. It was worth it. I'm gonna look right at Orpheus. Now we can watch your bitch ass uncle. I'm really confused with your uncle. We can look at your bitch ass uncle.
Sarah?
Yeah.
That's my cousin.
We can look at your cousin.
How are you not clocked in by now, Myrna?
Listen, his is the only family line I struggle with.
It's the only one that goes beyond maybe 3 people.
And that's probably why.
It's okay, Myrna. I struggle with family lineage as well.
We can look at your cousin, though, Orpheus.
How?
Yeah, what is it that you
Myrna's
made
gonna
there?
pull open her. Whoa, it's really pressure filled in this cabin. She's gonna fuck with her television. She made an old timey television. And I want to cast Dungeon Master. How do I cast Scry on this weird infusion that we've made?
So I'd say that for your old-timey television, I'll give you 1 use of it per day. But with scrying, you can see or hear a particular creature that you choose that is on the same plane of existence as you. The target must make a wisdom saving throw, which is modified by how well you know the target and the sort of physical connection you have to it. If the target knows you're casting this spell, it can fail it voluntarily if it wants to be observed. Your knowledge of this person gives it a modifier, where if you've heard of this target, they get a +5 to save. If you've met the target, then it's just a 0. Or if you're familiar with the target, you know the target well, they get a -5 to the save. As well as your connection also comes into play, where if you have a likeness or a picture of the person, they get a -2 to the save. If you have some sort of possession or garment of the person, there's a -4 to the modifier. Or if you have a body part, lock of hair, bite of nail, or something like that, it's a -10 to the save.
Look at Orpheus. Do you have anything of Syrinx? Like a tooth? Or a piece of his hair? Or like a bite of hair, as somebody told me once?
You have to have a tooth at least.
Come on.
I think the phrase might be bite of nail.
Oh, yeah, do you have some nails?
No, why would I have anything?
Anything of Syrinx?
I don't think so.
Alright, that's okay. Cool. We'll just do it the old-fashioned way.
What are you talking about, Myrna?
Just watch.
Wait,
I'm gonna cast Scry.
would the bag that he gave Ranallo count?
You can try.
Alright, yeah.
Try this, but careful. Don't get in it.
I'm gonna... kind of want to get in it. Okay,
Myrna, do not get in the bag.
We've been through this.
Myrna, just show us what you were working on. Me not get sleep.
pressure filled in this cabin. Okay, I'll put the bag on the television and I'll cast Scry.
So I'm going to make the argument that you've met the target, but you don't know the target well.
I think I know Syrinx very well.
I'm going to make the argument that you've met the target.
That's it again.
But
Okay.
you do have a possession of theirs.
And they tried to kill me.
That doesn't mean that you know somebody well. Like, what's his favorite color?
What's his shirt?
Hatred.
Evil.
Black,
and
like
so-
his soul.
He gets a -4 to the modifier, and it's a wisdom saving throw. So what's your spell save DC?
16.
So he doesn't have any positive modifiers to a wisdom saving throw. He rolled an 18. -4.
Ah, yes.
14.
Not there.
On a failed save, the spell creates an invisible sensor within 10 feet of the target. You can see and hear through the sensor as if you were there. The sensor moves with the target, remaining 10 feet of it during the duration. and a creature that can see invisible objects sees the sensor as a luminous orb about the size of your fist. And so, on your little screen there, the screen begins to light up.
There's the little cross lines from the old TVs. You know that?
You see a scene atop a mountain. Thunder and rain crack the sky, and you recognize it as the mountains that overlook the town of Tumik. Sarek stumbles into view, nursing wounds. The scar upon his face is still blistering. He falls to the ground, prostrating himself to a bald man in monk's robes, with his back to Sarek. He turns as Sarek begins to speak, and while his skin is now a human pink, his glowing blue eyes betray him as Lucindo. I returned successful, my liege. I
welcome you, Celera, but not as a success. If you were, then I would be welcoming Karn, not you.
My lord,
Enough!
Thunder cracks at his word, lighting the shadows, illuminating two more figures. One, a beautiful man in see-through clothing, Thagrin, and the other, a violet devil in tattered loincloth and three faces. One laughing, one crying, and one currently eating something meaty and crunchy. The laughing face lets out a short giggle, breaking the silence. You humans are such a letdown, says the devil, standing now and tracing fingers over Sarek's shoulders. How does it feel to be a god and still a constant disappointment? I suppose you must be used to it. Myrna, you hear Bunir in your head.
The archdevil. Cadolphus the hedonist.
The others Calamar favored. They were there,
Excuses,
says Lucindo.
but you cannot be blamed for your own weakness. It's who you are, Sarek. No more failures. It's time to earn the gifts I give you.
So we're going to Unvaldi, says a new voice, Lyra stepping into view.
Foolish Vamor, you have been deceived. They have Bunir. They have what they need to breathe life into Mount Ozaki. We must get there first. Celera, contact your people in the Empire. Have them send troops to the island, make up whatever story you need to. Everyone else will follow. If they don't appear on Ozaki, we will burn the islands to the ground, starting with what remains of Lockram.
And what of Calamar's chosen? Says Lyra. Lucindo takes in a deep breath before looking over a turbulent sea.
Irrelevant.
He rumbles.
None of the hosts are fully realized, much like yourselves. Besides, with the addition of more to our ranks, they no longer have the numbers to defeat us. No matter what, we will live. We will succeed. Maybe, when they see their own folly, they will join us. A god can dream.
Then his head twitches to the side as if hearing something. Then, he turns, looking directly into the screen. Your scrying eye. There's a flash of lightning, and then the upper body takes up the entire view. He holds the eye between his hands and utters one word.
Naughty.
The scrying ends as you jerk upright.
What was that? It's like a wanted poster, but it's moving.
Was that real? Is that happening right now?
Currently, right now. Right now, that is happening, guys.
Then we've got to hurry up. We've got to get to Mount Ozaki.
We're here. We should at least check in with Madame Vulva.
Check in with Vilvera. I could give a fuck about the election.
Yes, we just jump on boat and then get to Mount Ozaki.
They've got Vimor, they've got Celera. They've got some other freak in their ranks now that I've never seen.
Yeah, Bunir said that they were the archdevil. Does anybody know anything about that?
Which one?
The three-faced weirdo?
Adolphus?
I think so. I don't know anything about him.
I don't know too much. It's not my lineage.
You can make a history check.
13.
You know him as the 30-faced devil that typically switches into different pleasures that he has at the time of like the happy, the sad, and then the hungry. But yeah, you just really know him as the hedonist that really follows his own whims.
He's got 3 faces, and he's a freak. That's about all I can tell you.
Okay, we're all on the same page then. Okay.
Did not liken me wear loincloth better.
We got pants now.
Well, yes, but, not good style. Anyway,
Let's go get Evie. Let's get the Jean, and let's get out of here.
It's at this point that you do hear a knocking at the top of the carriage, and you hear Delsaran's voice go, "We're just outside the city. We're almost to the keep."
Is my boat ready?
I assume so.
You prepped the ship?
I've been on the same journey as you.
Aye, but you told me you would prep the ship. You gave me your word.
I gave my men orders. They should have tended to your ship.
If this ship is not prepped and the world ends, I want you to feel responsible for that. Do you understand?
I understand.
I feel like he's not getting the gravity of the situation.
He's not really filling us with a lot of confidence in
Aye,
the situation or in his men. I mean,
All right, we need to go.
Am I close enough to talk to Jean in my mind?
You can try.
Jean, are you alive?
You don't hear anything.
why you cry?
I was trying to talk to Jean, and we're either too far or he's dead.
Jean dead? No! We have to go!
Whoa. Augustus.
Sorry, wait, no, me not care.
All right, let's get out of this carriage with all this crazy pressure that Myrna has, I'm guessing, built up with her inventions, and get to the damned, and get to Mount Ozaki.
It's a little more serious than I thought, yeah. Also, if you guys give me, some time, could I build a slingshot that could slingshot us all the way to Mount Ozaki?
we could have just reused the catapult that we've already built.
One by one? But an industrial slingshot.
You can build it, but you would want to do something with the falling damage.
Parachutes and flying squirrel arms jumpsuits. You know those flying squirrel arms that have the wings
No,
jumpsuits?
we not know what you talk about.
Imagine you're flying and then you open your arms and then there's fabric in between them so that you can soar?
It's sounding like what you're proposing is we fling me ship across the ocean, we all jump out, and then my ship splinters into nothing
I
on
was
the
gonna
ground.
I was gonna leave your ship here, but
Leave my ship here!
what if I give the damned a boost and we skip the damned across the water like a skipping stone?
I'd be up for the challenge.
What about you build wings?
On the dam?
What if we
There's a
give
lot
the
of
damned wings and a tail so it matches the sails? And then we can double time it to Mount Ozaki.
Yes, I get to work.
Can you do that while we're in the
Myrna,
carriage?
we have to get to ship first.
Okay.
Okay,
Did you get hit in the head in that battle?
I get really excited when we
we are wasting time. Everybody out of the carriage, we have to get to the ship.
All right, so you open the doors with a burst of motion, and you find yourselves at the bottom of the stairs to the keep. And Delsaran is currently getting off the carriage and turns and goes, well, come inside. I believe that Isabella should be waiting for us.
There is no time to talk to her. We have to go now.
give her our love, dude. We gotta go.
Tell her we wish her luck in the election. Hope it works out. Watch out for Halmar. He wants to side with Silser. Bad guy.
We're headed to Mount Ozaki. Send more army men there. All right, we'll meet you there.
As we're running away, I'm gonna call her on my cell phone.
Call who?
Madame Vulva.
Vulvera. I'll say that you guys start running off as Delsaran is about to say something, but if you look behind you, he's just And so you call her on your cell phone, you say?
Yeah, cast message.
Okay, what are you messaging?
We gotta go. We will be at Mount Ozaki, send more men, dire needs, hope we win the election.
Thank you. We will send troops to Mount Ozaki post-haste, and good luck to you. Do you have any idea of what to expect?
I'm not gonna answer. 'Cause I'm gonna go.
And so you guys are running through the town back to the dam?
I will point out, Augustus brought his little pole with, what's his name? The vampire guy? Vorheim. Yeah, he's bringing that with him. All right, he's gonna have his banner.
That's so creepy, man.
You're carrying it through the city?
We have to go with the dead body.
Has he just been dragging behind the carriage this whole time, or is he sitting in the carriage with us?
I would like to Actually, you know what? I like to imagine he was just sitting there in the carriage, just dead.
No, he doesn't have fangs because Myrna took them.
And so you all are running through the town back to the ship, and going through the streets and kind of looking into the alleys as you pass, you notice that the city guard is alive and bustling around the town. You see uniformed soldiers of the Empire start to be cuffed in metal irons, and you can see as a lot of them are stripped of whatever uniform they're currently wearing. You do also see some civilians that you believe could be like sympathizers to the Empire being arrested as well and being ushered up towards the keep. And it isn't long before you make your way back to the lake where you left the damned. And you do see that it's got a fresh coat of paint saying the damned along the side, but otherwise it has not been touched.
I guess she did win the election.
Sable's gonna run on the ship, take a breath, she's pumped, back on her ship, and be like,
All right, everybody out! Everybody out to the deck! We're making way for sail and we're getting ready right now! Evie, you know the drill. Hoist the sails, coordinate the rest of the crew. Alistair to the wheel. Everybody take your positions. We set sail now!
Yes, Captain.
Gene, where are you? I mean, whatever.
Both of you make a perception check. And actually, Sable, you can make a perception check too.
16.
12, 22.
So, Sable, you're the first to notice that in two rows of 6 on either side of the ship, you see fairly like sizable metal cylinders mounted onto like wooden platforms. And as you're screaming out, Gene, you hear, yeah? Coming from one of them, and you see the wispy-haired head poke out of one of the cylinders from the end. They go, oh, you guys are back. I was making some stuff.
Oh, thank gods. I mean, thank you. Okay. Myrna said you might be dead.
Gene, you didn't answer my messages.
Oh, I didn't hear anything. Myrna, you know, nothing can kill your old boy.
And so he pops himself out of the barrel and starts like teetering down the top of it. He goes,
oh, I missed you guys. What's going on?
Me miss you too, Gene. We're going to kill gods, Lucindil, creepy demon person with 3 heads and just a loincloth and Captain's mom and fucking Sarek asshole.
Well, that's what I like to hear, bud. Bring it in.
Augustus is like, hell yeah, and he's gonna like fist bump.
Oh, he goes in for a hug.
I accidentally punch him in the face. Gene, me sorry. No, me not mean to do that.
Got a strong right hook there, bud. Jeez.
Yes, me very strong.
Did I miss something between you two?
Myrna is just
What do you mean?
very confused.
It's always been like this.
Between you and Augustus?
Yeah, we got real tight.
Went through a lot in that tower.
Let's just hurry up and get to Mount Ozaki.
Oh, we're leaving?
I know, we're gonna sit here for a really long time, Gene. Yes, we're leaving.
Gene, you not listen to what I say. We fight gods.
Yeah, I got that part. I was excited about that part.
We have to go now. Also, what this?
Oh, these are my ladies. These...
What?
Oh, these.
And he pats the metal on one of them.
This is what I was working on. Myrna, you kind of recognize these, right?
Oh, yeah.
This is just a bigger version of the thunder stick that we made.
The blam blam.
The blam blam. And so if you take one of these,
And he takes like a metal ball, probably like about the size of his head.
he goes, put it in just like this,
And he slides it into one of the cylinders.
and does someone have like a fire, like something to light with?
Oh, me too. And I'm gonna cast firebolt with my gauntlet.
All right, so you cast it on the top, and immediately there's a and then an explosion, and the metal ball gets fired off into the distance and impacts on the shore. And it goes,
Oh, see, I call this a big blam blam. And so we got 12 of these, 6 on either side, and this is what I was working on while you guys were gone.
Bitches love big blam blams.
That's what I'm talking about.
I guess it could be helpful.
This is all happening while we're leaving, right? Like the ship is going down the conveyor belt, right?
well, yeah, the rest of your crew is getting ready to go and like unfurling the sails and everything. The rain is starting to come down a little bit heavier. You feel the wind start to pick up as well as you're kind of making your way out of the lake and towards the exiting ramp. you see a lot of workers on either side of the kind of channel, and as you approach, they call out to slow, and eventually one of them comes up towards the front of your ship and takes a little bit of time looking for a way to attach like a hook and chain onto the front, but there's no masthead, or there's no figurehead, and so they kind of have to like weave it in between the railings for a bit, and then eventually with a sudden lurch, the chains start to move up, and it starts to bring you up the channel.
Oh, so what happened while you guys were gone?
Well, that's a good question, Jean. Anybody care to explain what happened while we were gone?
We killed this guy, and I pull up the pole with the dead body.
Oh, well, I was gonna ask too. We still have that body in the bottom.
And he's sitting next to Pee-Pee Boy. We probably should just kill Pee-Pee Guy.
Listen,
Pee-Pee boy.
We should probably just kill him at this point. That's gotta be rough.
listen. One of them's starting to smell. I don't know who, but we probably should deal with that as well.
Come on, Augustus. You get your man and you put him on your stick so that you can have Kirby on your stick, and I'll go bring that guy up here.
Not to be like a Debbie Downer or anything, but I do believe that executing a prisoner is against some sort of wartime codes.
Hey, so just leave him down there. What are we talking about?
Me think it's funny, to be honest.
Well, but
Sorry.
I mean, he's not
Listen.
really hurting us.
Hey.
Just keeping him down there.
It's not ideal, but we can deal with it after.
Let him live.
I'm just gonna bring him up for fresh air. Keep him tied up, but maybe get him away from the dead body.
All right. Keep an eye on him.
And so you bring him upstairs, and he is freaking out. He's constantly like twitching like away from you guys. Get away! The body's down there. The body.
My God, he's traumatized.
Hey, relax, boy. It's just one body.
Have you never seen a dead body before?
I see it all the time. When I close my eyes.
You be dramatic. It's just stupid clown.
You're a soldier. You should lighten up a little bit.
He laughs at me. I hear him.
Do you laugh back? Because he's not very funny.
He just kind of giggles.
Oh no. Bad taste.
All right, somebody tie him to the mast and let him get some air.
He's like hyperventilating. Just trying to get as much air as he can.
I'm going to place my hand gently on his shoulder and walk him to the mast and tie him to the mast.
Well, yeah, I miss you guys though. So what? You guys didn't let me come with. Did you do anything cool?
Well, we fought an army of the undead. We catapulted into the army and then climbed the castle. And we fought a dragon. And we saved a number of people.
Alistair was a ladder.
What the hell, dude? I wanted to come with. That sounds sick as hell.
We'll come next time, bro.
But
You made dope big blam blams.
yeah, I want to
fist
kill the
bump.
gods. I want to fight dragons.
More fist bump.
He takes it, but
Listen, Jean, I can turn into a ladder for you anytime you'd like.
I mean,
He looks down at himself.
I could use it. You know, sometimes I have trouble reaching the top floor of the cabin.
Is that where you like to go, Jean?
Is something changed about you? Do you get taller?
I think I just put myself together a little differently
I see
after
it, bud.
becoming a ladder.
I see it.
Can
Do we still
Myrna?
feel pressure
Yeah.
still?
Can I do like a check?
Yeah, you guys can do an investigation check.
6.
19.
Funny. I also got a 6 as well.
Gene lovers.
Mod 20.
So Orpheus and Sable, you guys get a sense. This energy is familiar.
Orpheus's eyes are going to like widen and then narrow at Alistair. And then he's going to like side-eye look at Sable and back at Alistair.
Sable's eyes are dead on Alistair. And she's gonna think for a second and say,
You know, they mentioned not to worry about the chosen of Calamar. Who is the chosen of Calamar?
Well, I was chosen by Calamar a long time ago to protect Myrna.
I got the impression you were more of a pawn, not something that Lucindil would have on his radar.
We can still choose a pawn.
You know, I feel like we were all in some way chosen by Calamar for this journey. And he's gonna look around.
Does Myrna and Augustus feel this tension in the air?
I mean, I do.
Jean, would you like to get to the top of the cabin?
Oh, yes.
You changed subject.
You changed subject. I was telling Jean that I could turn into a ladder.
It adds to its height.
Okay, Alistair's gonna walk over and turn himself into a ladder for Jean.
While he's gone,
Using Mulder.
I'm gonna go over and go, Orpheus, blah, 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 blah.
I'm gonna like lower down to Myrna and whisper in her ear, I think Alistair's ascended. Like we have Calamar, maybe?
No.
I don't know.
He literally said yesterday he would never do that. We had a whole conversation about it. And he said that even if he had the choice, he wouldn't do it. I think you're off your rocker. And she's going to walk away.
Orpheus is gonna throw his hands. All right.
All right. Bring it in, everybody. Bring it in. Just the court.
Does that include me?
Yes, that includes you, Alistair.
And now when Jean's going to come with us and Myrna's going to sit right next to Jean.
All right, Jean, come back down.
I've never seen it from this point of view before.
And so he heads down, but also Evie joins you as well.
All right. Now, what we're heading into doesn't look great. Certainly above anything that we've encountered thus far. We need to know exactly what we've got and exactly what they've got. And we know that they've got Lucindil, they've got Vamor, and they've got Solera. We, for better or for worse, have Bunir and Karnan, and we have each other. So it's important that we all treat each other with the utmost honesty to build trust within the crew, so that way we may all go into this potentially life-ending battle on the right foot.
Yes, I agree full-heartedly. And that's why I wanted everyone's permission. They said that we're not fully realized as Bunir and Karnan. I think if we dive deeper, we could be.
You've got a point. And they're not fully realized yet either.
Some Lucindil is. Lucindil.
Also, not only just Archdevil, but Thagrin, Naked Men, was there too.
Aye, an Archdevil and an Archangel. We don't got either of those on our side, so the numbers skew away from us. We do got Jean, though. They don't have Jean.
They don't, Jean?
No, they don't.
They could never take me away from you guys.
Except for when we found you. Taken by them as a prisoner, yes?
Yeah.
Well, also, we do have two other gods. Myrna's gonna say.
I mean, I'm pretty good, but I don't think you'd call me a god.
Jean, cut it out.
And what are you implying by that?
I'm just saying, my whole point in life, and she's gonna look at Alistair, she's gonna say, is to use this god and get rid of it, like we talked about. And so, if someone wants to ascend, and then maybe join my crusade to get rid of the god, she says, piercing eyes into Augustus.
What?
Okay, never mind.
You're making some bold assumptions that you can get rid of this god now that you've taken
Yes,
it.
we don't know if we can get rid of them.
I can do anything. I think you've gotten yourself in a little bit too deep into things that you might not understand.
I understand. I can do it.
And the thing is, those of us who have ascended, we can pass these gods off if we no longer want them to someone else.
How can we trust someone else? Give them the same burden?
It's not gonna be like tomorrow, but I'm just saying, like, it's not forever, guys. Like, there is other options. Like, yeah, you probably have to work to, like, find the right person and, you know, have a whole connection with them and maybe talk to them a bunch and then, like, pass it off that way, but...
Like a job interview.
Yes!
Hey, the stakes are higher than that. We have assumed the burden of realizing these gods. They were sealed away, inanimately, not in the possession of anything with autonomy. And now they're back out in the world, and the only way for you to get rid of them is to pass them on or be killed.
But that's not true. They were here this whole time.
They were here, but they weren't in people.
They were. Vamor was here for hundreds of years, so was Bunir.
But Bunir was locked away.
Bunir was
Karnan
a
was a piece of
person,
wood.
though. He was a person. He
Karnan was a piece of wood.
You hear him in your mind.
I only resurfaced after Lucinda returned and broke the barrier.
So how long was Vamor here?
Vamor is a natural god. They are a little different.
So Vamor was here, Lucinda was here, everybody was here.
Hey, you're just naming a bunch of people who've been causing problems since day one. What is this an argument of? It's not exactly like Vamor and Lucinda have been out here doing good.
Here's a thought. I'm not going to try and force either of you, as he looks at Augustus and Sable, to ascend. I know how much the gods have hurt you, but we also have these chess pieces. Who's to say that we can't lock them away in these chess pieces when this battle is over? I don't know, it's just a thought. I don't know if it'll work, but it's an idea.
Well, I like the idea of sealing them back away out of the hands of a living, breathing thing.
Maybe there's a way for us to find out. If anything, Myrna's got the ability with Bunir.
And it's gonna happen. Like, it's not like it's not gonna happen.
But wouldn't Bunir, a god, want us to ascend and become more gods?
No, he doesn't
He
care.
might not want to help what's best for
But
people.
I can also just tell him to shut up. Like, I'm in control.
You think. All I know is that they are going to Mount Ozaki, and we need to get there first. We will do what we must, but they must be defeated. We are wasting time.
I agree.
I don't want to sow discord among the crew. What has happened, and we can use it how we will. What I do want is to make sure that we are all grounded in the reality of our current situations, and not just the most optimistic of futures. That is all. The gravity of the situation cannot be overstated, and I trust you both to act in the best interest of the world. I know that you can be trusted vessels, but it's what comes after you that gives me pause.
Orpheus is going to nod and look deeply at Sable. I understand. Let's go take them down.
It's at this point that the chain that's been pulling you like up the canal has now reached the end, and you're like not necessarily teetering, but you are on the edge of the bluffs, and more contraptions get swung over to you by stationed workers, and they start attaching it to the ship so that the cranes can move it over the side and begin lowering you down. It's at this point I'd say, Augustus, roll a perception check.
Oh, that's gonna be a 5.
So in your head, you think that you can just barely make out the sounds of whispering, but you can't make out the words or necessarily where they're coming from. And as you are being lowered down the bluffs, Evie comes up to you, Sable, and she goes, I was thinking, I know that we're trying to take the most direct route to Mount Zaki, but if it's all right with you, I think that we should raise my father's flag. It was his dream to have the Lockram militia stand up, and if there's any remnants of that still left, they might see it. And I don't know what might happen afterwards, but I think at least it might provide some hope for my home.
I think that's a great idea, Miko. We'll fly the flag, the symbol of the revolution, in honor of Madav Navarro and all those who fight with him.
I appreciate it. And it's been an honor, Captain.
I have the flag, so I will give it to her and say,
hoist it proud, me girl.
She hands it to a deft Fallon, and he swoops up the ropes and heads back up towards the crow's nest and starts affixing it to the flagpole. It's at this point that the rain is now in like a downpour. The stars in the sky being obscured by the clouds above. For a while, you are still descending down the bluffs. Much at the same rate as it was when you first arrived, you feel the anticipation of finally being able to move grow and grow as you're descending.
Sable's gonna quickly turn to the rest of the crew who weren't there when we scryed and go,
By the way, also, it seems like me mum might now be the god of the ocean, and she definitely wants us dead. So be in the, mindset for a choppy ride, eh? Happy sails, everybody!
In that case, I will get to the wheel.
Everyone make a perception check.
Me too.
Jay is like just nat 20.
Nat 20.
Ooh.
hell yeah.
19.
Mod 20.
That's going to be 21.
14.
You all realize, as you start to group up together, a couple of things. First, Pee-Pee Boy up on the mast has gone silent. And as you look up to him, you can see that his eyes have been completely burned out and is still smoldering in his sockets. The second realization comes as you look around the deck to do a head count, and you find that there is one more than there should be. Your hearts fall to the pit of your stomachs, and you see a bald man in monk's robes and glowing blue eyes. You see him walking over to where Ranallo is near the edge of the dam, and you see as he grabs her by the back of the neck and pulls her to face the rest of you.
I told you that I would come for her before the end.
Jay, I got a natural 20. Can I please do anything?
With your natural 20, you can do one thing.
Oh, come on.
Okay. With my 14th level Artificer Infusion replicate item, I want to put dimensional shackles on him.
Go ahead and make a sleight of hand check, and I will roll oppose.
Oh my god. Okay, I got a 16, and I'm gonna just flash a genius it to get even higher. Yeah. So it's way fucking above.
So what is it? Flash of Genius is plus 8.
25?
Ranell's not going anywhere. We got to fight, though.
Look at this for me.
Yeah. Okay, fucking see it.
Lucindel got a natural 20.
Fuck. Oh my god.
So Myrna, you reach out to put the dimensional shackles onto Lucindel, and with a bright flash of light and a crackling of thunder, you reach out and grasp air. And Lucindel, with Ranallo, is gone.
No!
Ranallo!
No! I put her down for 1 second. I should have just held her. Who cares if she doesn't like it? She's 6. It's not about...
Sable, I'm so sorry. I had a way to keep him here, and I didn't get there in time. I'm so sorry.
All these powers. You've all been ascending, and for what? It's the same as Sirik. Still, he gets away. And now I'm left here. On this ship. Without her.
At least we know that they want her alive. Oh. Sorry.
I think what Myrna is trying to say is that we know where they're going to be taking her. And we're already heading there. We can find her. It is not too late. We may not have her right now, but we can get there.
Myrna used device. We know they will be at Mount Ozaki, and we will get right now. We will make all of them pay. Lucindel, Sirik, your mom.
Orpheus is going to come over and just gently place a hand on Sable's shoulder. We'll get her back.
But how do we know now that we're not playing right into their hands? They know that we have the book. We have what they need to ascend her, so they've taken her there as bait, and they're waiting for us to show up with it.
Sable, I like to think that I'm a pretty smart guy, and I like to think that there are a lot of situations that I could come up with a plan for. But right now, even if this is a trap, I think we just have to go for it.
Oh, that's some smart thinking, Jean.
As always, Jean, with the ever so helpful information. Thank you, Jean.
As terrible as it may sound, Sable, there is a way to avoid them getting their hands on Sonet and the book. I won't force you, none of us will force you to do anything you don't want to do, of course, but I'm just saying, if someone were to ascend using the book, then that's one more on our team rather than theirs.
Or, consider this. I use the book and bring another god down to this earth. We lose the battle. And they make me daughter kill me to take the god.
Well, but that's where my super cool dimensional shackles should come in. If I get them on Lucindil, I can make sure that he can't do that. Maybe I gotta make sure I can get him on there in the first place. But, I really think that it's not as cold cut as that. Like we could make sure that we have a massive plan about Mace to make sure that that doesn't happen, because it could, but I mean, we could also make sure it doesn't, because, we're super awesome and we have all these cool stuff to do.
I feel like Sable looks around and she looks at Augustus and Myrna. She looks at Alistair and her eyes kind of linger on Alistair for a second. And then just like her eyes sort of like glaze over. Like you are no longer able to read emotions on Sable. It's just kind of like this dead expression. And she turns around to the rest of the crew.
All we know now is that we are charting a course for Mount Ozaki. And we are charting a course as fast as possible. There will be no rests. There will be no breaks. This is it. Find everything we don't need, throw it overboard. Lighten the load. In fact, one or two of you could jump for all I care. The faster we can get there, the better. Myrna's right. In a way, Alistair is right. All we can do now is make our headway and make it fast. There's no telling what their plan is. But I know that my plan's been the same for these last 6 years. And that's to find me daughter and keep her safe.
And we will, Captain. Everyone, man the stations. Let's go. Second mate in charge.
And I think with that, Sable is going to go to the wheel and sort of take over. On her way, she's like hitting floorboards, she's tearing sails, she's doing things that she probably could be ordering the crew to do, but she's like on autopilot now from these 6 years that she was sailing alone, just trying to get everything done, kind of a blur, until she ends up at the wheel and just wrenches it over to the side, and you just feel the ship start to pick up speed.
Yeah, and I would say that Augustus is kind of feeling the gravity of the situation, is kind of taking a very serious note, growing into his second mate position, as well as is taking up all this, all the duties that Sable does not have time to do, is talking to Arxes, Fallon, and making sure everything is ready to go, because there is no time.
Alistair is going to approach Sable at the wheel for a moment to talk to her. And he's going to be kind of cautious approaching her, because he does, he also kind of feels the gravity of the situation. And he's going to say, listen, I wasn't trying to force your hand to make any decisions you don't want to do. I don't like it just as much as you.
Alistair, I thought of all people on this crew, you understood the best, I thought.
And I still do. I promise you that. And
any decisions that I've made as of recent have not been decided lightly. For the past year, I have been leading Myrna down a path that I wasn't fully aware of, but maybe I just wasn't asking enough questions about it. I lived a year of my life that I never should have lived with Myrna, and it was the best year I ever had. And all for what? To ruin the rest of her life, just so I could have a brief moment with her? I'm sure you know. But yes, I've taken the mantle of Calamar. And as I said, I did not do it lightly. I did it for her, to make sure that after all of this, she could be at peace. The one thing any of us deserves. And I hope you're able to find your peace too. Just know that if it does come down to that decision for you, I am here for you.
The gods gave you a year. They took 6 from me. I can't know for sure if Myrna did what she did knowingly. But I trust Myrna. She was forthcoming. I don't know why Orpheus did what he did. And I can't quite understand why you did. All I know is that as much as the gods have taken from me, as much as the gods have taken from everyone, they will not take Ranallo. It's not what Kyle would have wanted.
All right, well, I'm sure we can settle these differences later. We have our priorities. And Sable, we will get Ranallo back. And we will get you your 6 years back. And Alistair is gonna leave, and he's gonna find Myrna.
And as Alistair leaves, Sable's gonna kind of watch him go, and I feel like a little more awareness returns to her eyes as she starts to ground herself in the situation. And as she's sailing, she just kind of says to herself,
"We'll do what we must."
Augustus is gonna walk up to Myrna and say, "Myrna, can you and Jean make something? Make ship faster. Need to get to Mount Ozaki. Now."
Hearing this conversation starting, Sable's gonna leave the wheel and come join them on the deck.
Oh, okay. I like where your head's at. Yes, let's get something going, Augustus. Hey, Jean, come here. Come here, Jean. Wait, sorry, we got wait.
Let's go to.
So, Augustus made a good point that if we could get to Mount Ozaki faster, we'd be at a better place. So we should make a motor of some kind. But we have limited materials. So do you have hidden materials somewhere that, like, we could make a little motorboat? Motorboat.
I don't get it. What is that?
Aye, lock in. We have places to be, you guys.
Okay. We can make a little motor for the boat, and then
you keep saying motor. What is motor?
Oh, you know, like the little spinning thing that you put halfway in the water, and then it goes, and then all of a sudden your boat's really fast.
He just stares at you with like this blank-eyed stare.
I'm gonna put my hand on Jean's shoulder and say, "Believe in the vision." And
Myrna, will it make the boat go faster?
Yes. It'll make the boat go faster.
Take whatever you need. Take apart the big blam blams. Rip apart the ship for all I care.
Wow. Yes.
But within reason, we have to get to Mount Ozaki.
Okay. With all of this raw material, I want to cast Fabricate.
Okay, what is that?
Fabricate is a 4th level transmutation that I just fucking got. And you convert raw materials into products of the same material. For example, you can fabricate a wooden bridge from a clump of trees, a rope from a patch of herbs, etc., etc., etc. You can choose raw materials that you can see within range. You can fabricate large or small objects within 10-foot cube or 8 connected 5-foot cubes with a sufficient amount of raw material. You can work with different substances. However, I don't know, it's a really long description.
I would just like to point out that while you are like running around and preparing fabrication, Gene is just watching you with like this glint in his eyes, and he goes,
And so the student becomes the master.
and before long, you've got enough like scrap metal and just raw metal material, and you cast fabrication, and in front of you is a brand spanking new motor.
Oh yeah.
Automatic.
Oh yeah.
Systematic.
Hydromatic. It's grease lightning, and we put it into the boat, or we put it into the water, attach it to the boat underneath. And I will say, because it takes raw materials, just random glitchy chunks of the ship are gone. Like a random corner of the ship is just chunked out of existence because it just took a chunk of that material that we needed. And hopefully it will speed us up.
So, yeah, with a sudden... The ship starts to pick up speed, and you guys all kind of like lurch on unsteady feet as the ship lurches forward.
Shit, well, I gotta get to the wheel. I was just gonna run up the stairs.
Go ahead and make a strength check. I'll give you advantage since you've done it before.
Yeah. 18.
Even though that the sea is starting to churn and pick up and get real choppy, you are able to maneuver the ship in a way that it doesn't like start coming over the sides and flooding the ship, or in a way that breaks off the motor. Even so, it's still probably going to take some time to get to Mount Ozaki.
Yeah.
And so...
could I say, before like grabbing a hold of the wheel, Alistair from his back is going to pull out his lantern and place it on the railing, and he's going to notice that it is no longer dim. He hasn't really had it out since, and he notices that it's at its full brightness again.
And throughout like the pouring rain and the overcast, your lantern illuminates pretty much the whole deck of the ship, and even kind of off the sides a bit. But yeah, even with the motor and the regular speed of the sails, it is still going to take some time to Mount Ozaki. And so we do have our final long rest here, if there's anything that you guys would like to do before you get to Mount Ozaki.
I think Augustus would probably want to talk to Sable.
Why?
I don't know. It's
nothing to talk about.
Just check in.
Make a perception check real quick.
7.
All right. So yeah. So as you go up to talk to Sable, once again your head is kind of somewhat clouded by like whispers and just like a. You still aren't able to make out much of the words, but it's distracting, and it's like needling the back of your brain.
Myrna? You speak in my head?
No.
I'm yelling that across the ship. Oh, okay.
I'm gonna speak in your head. I can though if you want me to.
No. It's good. And Augustus is gonna walk up to Sable and go, Captain, I am so sorry they have Ranallo, but I promise you, I will do everything in my power to get her back. Ranallo is precious to me. You are precious to me. Me kill God before, and I will do it again. Even if it means I will die. I promise you, we will get her back.
There's no use in apologies, and there's no use in regret at this point, me boy. It's not your fault. It doesn't matter whose fault it is. What matters now is that we make headway as quick as possible. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing. I don't know if I'm making the right calls. Maybe this would be better if we just accepted all the power that we could. But it just doesn't feel right. And I don't know if I'm letting my own biases get in the way. of what's best for Ranallo. I don't know what the best course is, but what I do know is that every decision that I make is to get her back. I know you're behind me.
Always.
We will do what needs to be done.
Whatever it takes.
But there will be no more deaths. I said it before. There will be no more deaths on the damned. That is not the way that I plan this to go down. Do you understand?
Yes. Me. Understand.
So don't be making any foolish choices. And Augustus, I know that I'm not always the best captain. To be honest, I've got very little experience. Captained myself for a few years and then suddenly captained a full crew. So, I don't need a first mate to follow me blindly. I need a first mate to keep me on track. I don't know if I'll always make the right decisions. So if I'm not, I leave it to you.
Okay. I will do whatever it takes so that we can win. I don't want to become God. We see what they have done. But in the end, if that is what it takes and we cannot win against all the gods and archangels and archdevils, I will do what I have to for you and for Ranallo. I don't want to.
I trust you to do what's right, boy. Maybe not as fully as I should, but I trust you. I will never not be weary of the gods, but I know we will all do what we must to win the day. But all we can do now is sail, and it's a good thing that I'm a mighty good sailor. I may not always be the best captain, but I can sail the damn seas.
Yes, you can. Also, you best captain I ever had.
Well, it's a small sample space, I'd imagine.
Yes, only one, just you.
But I'll take it. I'll take it.
Myrna has locked herself in a bedroom with a bunch of parchment, just absolutely tearing through ideas. Because there has to be a way to get this to work. And so, she's going through everything. She's going to, can we make an addition to the Mount Ozaki's volcano? Can we somehow make that so that there is a barrier? But even if we make the barrier that everyone's talking about, then the people who still have to deal with the natural gods don't disappear. So there has to be a way to somehow automate the natural gods so that it doesn't have to go from human to human, because we've seen, even if the natural gods are there for thousands of years, nothing changes, and it will still have this cycle, and there shouldn't be this cycle, and there shouldn't be. And then Myrna thinks, we still have a book. So she's gonna run to Alistair. I have a weird idea, Alistair. I have a weird idea.
What is your idea?
So there's the book with the god that was banished, right?
Right.
And the book can make things. The book could make somewhere that we could bind the gods to. And then, on the other side, I could go through and I could make it so that if we put them somewhere, like a realm, and then we don't have to worry about them coming back, and then I could make little things that automate the day and night, so that there is someone still hosting the day and night, but they're automated, so that they're physically not here, and then we could automate them, and we could put them somewhere else. Does it make sense?
Yes, but I feel like that's a lot of ifs, Myrna. We don't know how this book works. And I fully trust you to be able to invent the wildest things. Do you think that you'd be able to automate the sun and the moon?
Yeah. I know how to make it.
Oh, all right.
I don't, but also, I could make something that we could trap part of their power into so that it still does it, what if part of their power goes into here, and then it holds that, and then I think we could do it.
So you want to enslave the gods?
Part. And then most of them will go into a separate realm that we make.
I will say, Myrna, as you describe the idea of using the book and potentially bringing the entity that follows into the world, Bunir rumbles in the back of your head with discontent.
Do you have a better idea, Bunir? Because I thought you couldn't really fucking help us either way. He's grumbling at the thought of even possibly using this book. And I get it. I don't want to use the book. But if anybody has any other ideas about how to not make this cycle happen, then I'm all ears. But I don't know if we do all of this and we just do it again, it's just going to happen a couple 100,000 years from now. And I don't think that's fair to have somebody else lose their child and some other people join a ship and be on this weird journey together. I don't think that's fair to other people. So I think we need to stop it now. Otherwise, what was this for?
Myrna, this is all for people like you. The people of the world that are out there who have no idea this is going on even. People who are just trying to live a comfortable life. If you think that you can do this, I know you can put your mind to it. And I do trust you. And Alistair's gonna put his hand on her shoulder, with the other hand still steering the wheel. If you think this is a good idea, and if you think this could help, we might want to bring it to the others before doing anything. But I trust you.
Hey, but before we bring it to the others, I think that you should take her. I think you're the only person who could do that.
Do what?
Make it. You could be the person who'd made the thing with the book.
Myrna, I have never been a maker, merely a commemorator. You have always been the maker.
I can't. I got Bunir. I don't know who's gonna make this realm. You gotta help me. Okay, we'll get everyone together. I don't know who's gonna take this book and make this realm. Maybe you think we could drag Evie into it, but I don't know if Evie's gonna do good. I am exploding. Okay.
At the mention again of using the book, there's a grumble of Bunir.
Okay, Bunir, just tell me what you mean then.
Sone should never return to the mortal realm. The gods disagree on a lot, but in this we are united.
Yeah, the gods also agree that every couple 1,000 years there should be this bullshit happening. You got a better idea?
He doesn't respond.
Dumbass, I know it's a massive effing gamble, but if anybody can think of a better way that this doesn't just repeat itself again later, I'm all ears. It's the only thing that is an unknown, and I think we could twist it. All right, everybody, come together.
You hear Bunir. You hear Bunir one last time and goes,
If you choose this path, the gods will know, and you will have a bigger target on your back than you already do.
I'm trying to get rid of the gods. I would almost expect I'd have a target. Okay, everybody, come here. I need your help.
While everyone's huddling, Alistair's still steering.
So, we need the gods to just talk about plans, right? We need the gods to, because I can do the mountain and I can make it so that the world goes back to the lands, right? So no matter what, we can go to Marazaki, and if we get there, then I can crank the lever, I can pull the lever and do the twisties, and I can make it so that there's not water everywhere, right? And then we'll have all this land, and it'll be super great because there's all of this room to expand, correct? Right? On the same page? Checking it?
Water everywhere.
Yes. That's the plan. But there has to be an addendum to this, because otherwise it just happens over and over and over and over and over like a cyclical little nature, right? And we need it so that it doesn't happen again and again and again. So, hear me out. She's going to not make eye contact with Sable. Purposely turn away. The only thing that every god doesn't think we should use is the Book of Sone. If we use it, it might be the only way to actually banish all of them and not just some of them. Because even if we put up a boundary, the border, then the natural gods have to stay. And no single god has talked about any way to get Lucindel out of here besides just killing him and holding on and hoarding all of his stuff. So I think there's a couple of options. We could kill all the gods, and then we could hoard all of their stuff, and then somebody continuously is gonna suck to be night and day and death, and someone's always gonna be one of those gods, and there's never gonna be a way to get rid of them. Or we could use the book to try to make something to get them away.
So your proposition is to bring back the super gods that the gods fear. To banish the gods.
So, isn't that what they want? Ranallo is supposed to become Sonet.
I can see, though, that they want Ranallo to do something else. I like the idea of being able to banish the gods. But what is the price that somebody would have to pay? And how do we know that somebody could even control it? It seems like this god is different. No one's got a brain like yours, girl. If anyone can figure it out, it's you.
And yet I have no idea. It really is a gamble. There's also no shame in bringing Awenor back to 100% the beauty that it was, holding these natural gods, and having thousands of years of peace. So we also don't have to, we can keep this going, and thousands of years of peace for 30 years of tension, every so thousands of years.
But you're right. It feels like crap. It feels like we don't win. It's a temporary fix for what is ultimately still the gods' world. But I don't know if the gamble would be the solution or the end.
Does anybody know if nobody will even tell us? There's no god we can talk to that will tell us. There's no history books about this. There's no way to even learn more about this.
I don't know if Karnan would know anything different being a natural god either.
No, they don't want us to do this, which is why I'm inclined, because stupid-ass Bonir is grumbling in the back of my head every 5 seconds because he thinks that this is a horrible idea.
Well, if he thinks this is a horrible idea, I'm more inclined to like it.
But
we do feel Karnan very much against this idea as well.
Karnan doesn't like this either.
Well, another 0.4 then, eh?
The thing is, no matter what, we are going to need someone to take it up. Someone has to take up the mantle of Sonet if this is our course of action.
No one's gonna want something that could possibly lead to their destruction. I don't know.
Well, maybe that's the gamble. We don't know. But the gods have never had useful answers for us. The history books have nothing. But isn't that what the life of a pirate is for? You chart your own course. You don't live by the rules. You don't live by the history books. You live by the seat of your pants, if you will. We've come this far as a crew. Not because the gods have marked us as worthy, but because we have made our way here.
But is the power too strong for one person? What if that power is too strong and it destroys one of us? And then it's even worse than what it is now. I'm just giving a worst case scenario. I don't know what the best course of action is. I don't know.
As long as we have the book, Sonet cannot come into this world. They will not have Sonet. Me think we hold on to it, and if we cannot win, last resort, we need to rest. We have a long battle coming ahead, and we must fight like hell. So rest and do everything you can to win. And Augustus is gonna look at Sable. We will win. I trust you to win and do what you must. You will make right call, whatever that may be. But now we have to rest and get there first.
Orpheus is just gonna slowly look around at his friends for a moment and get a little somber, nod his head and start to walk away to where he's completely alone.
Sable's going to take the wheel from Alistair.
I've got it from here. I should be the one to guide the way. But you should go speak with Myrna. Make sure that you have the plan ready, should it come to the worst. Whoever it may be that does the work, Myrna is the one who knows how.
Aye, Captain. Alistair's gonna go off with Myrna.
Orpheus is gonna be at probably the very front of the ship. I would presume is probably where it's most empty. and he's going to take out his queen chess piece and look at it for a moment and like just put his hands down with the chess piece like on the railing and look out into the ever night sky. And he's just going to whisper, Kernan. He's going to like look back at everyone and get a little teary-eyed because he feels like he's sort of like letting everyone down, even though he like knows that they trust him, and look back out. I don't want to lose them. I accept you. He's going to close his eyes and shed a few tears that drop on the railing.
And there, under the stars, as the damned pitches and rocks, you feel Karnan's presence warm your body and slip deeper into your consciousness. The rest of the ship finds sleep rather easily, except for one. Augustus, as you toss and turn in your bunk, you find sleep just out of your reach, as a voice pulls at you from the back of your head. Now lying in your bunk, you can hear the voices a little bit better. They pull at your confidence, telling you that you are not enough, that you will fail tomorrow, and it will be your fault.
Who are you? What do you want?
Take up the mantle.
No. No, it's a trick. You are with Lucindil.
You cannot defeat him as you are. You need power.
I know. There is too many of them. And we are just mere mortals and two gods. But I'm not sure if I can trust the gods and do what you suggest.
You do not have a choice. You will fail.
And I think Augustus, after seeing from the scry all the enemies that were stacked up against the gods that were going to fight, the Archangel and the Archdevil, and then Ranallo being taken away, he's going to come to terms with that he needs to make a decision that he doesn't really want to do, but needs to support his best friend, but also to ensure that the world can be saved and his family can be saved. So while everyone's asleep, he's going to try to sneak into where Sable is sleeping and try to steal the staff.
Roll a sleight of hand check. And it is important to note that as you are approaching where Sable is bunking, the voice comes a little bit more into the front of your brain and a little bit louder and more distinct.
Is it saying anything particular?
As you are reaching for the staff, while you're making your sleight of hand roll, it says,
every ring needs a leader. Who better than you?
That's just going to be an 8.
Oh, no.
Sable, you feel something tugging next to you. And as you wake up, you find Augustus with the Staff of Morganus in his hands.
Augustus?
Sable, it's okay.
What are you doing? Augustus, what are you doing?
Me? I'm just trying to keep it safe. Don't want you to have the burden of carrying both artifacts.
If you just wanted to keep it safe, you could have asked. But you're taking it.
I could not sleep. Just thinking over and over in the middle of the night that if they get you, they will have both artifacts.
And you were going to do what after you'd taken it?
Keep it safe, and if I have to use it to save Ranallo, I will. But I don't want use it.
You know, Myrna may have been the first to do it, but at least she was the only one that was upfront about it. The only one who didn't go behind my back. But right after that, Orpheus, and then Alistair, and now you.
Captain. No. Me not try to go behind back. Me do it for you.
Why now? What changed?
Captain. Sable. Me, be honest. Something tells me We will not win if I do not take it. A voice is speaking to me to take it.
And what makes you think it's not a trick? This is what the gods do. I feel like everyone is fallen for it but me.
All I know is that we are outnumbered. They have so much power, and I want you to be safe. I want Ranallo to be safe. If they win, this will have been for nothing. And not only will you and Ranallo not be safe, but the world will not be. And my family, who I could do nothing for before, will also not be safe. I need to protect those I care about. I will never be weak again. Like I was in circus. Gave up on friends. Gave up on going home. Before auction, I was content to just be a pet. A clown. I never want to be like that again. I am just a chimp. I am strong, but I am not that strong.
I know you're strong, Augustus. And I know that if you're willing to take this from me, I can only keep you from it for so long. So I will say this. We will all have to make a choice soon. And I know everyone will have to choose what serves them best. I want you to think carefully about where your allegiances lie. And I want you to know that the second you become a threat to Ranallo, I will try to take you down.
Me, no. Me wouldn't expect nothing less.
All of you. Every single one of you.
Sable's going to hold out the baton, which is the staff of Morganus, to Augustus, and say,
make your next choice wisely, me boy. It all comes down to this.
And Augustus is going to reach out and grab it, and then put his other hand on top of Sable's hand. You know, I will do what is best for Ranallo, you, and the world.
But the last 6 years have taught me that you can never know anything. So we will see.
Hello down there, and thank you for tuning in to this week's adventure. Follow our socials at Rivers of Confluence and find us at riversofconfluence.com. Sound design and editing brought to you by Spit It Out Audio. For extra content and early access, find us on Patreon.
Next week, on the finale of Rivers of Confluence.
Before you now is the volcanic shore of Mount Ozaki.
We've got to go. If there's anything that I need to do, it is to get to the center of that fucking volcano.
Myrna, you know I'm with you to the end.
What you have witnessed over the last few weeks was nothing more than a series of necessary evils.
I don't give a fuck about your necessary evils.
Come on, naked man.
We're all in this together.
I want to engulf them in lava.
You finally decided to join the party.
Stay away from her.
You chose death.
I've seen you both so proudly with a shout that raised the dead.
I've seen you sing so loudly with a voice as true as lead.
If I'd fallen down a well, I could never lose my hope.
I will be the right behind you with some ale and a rope.
I've seen you do the impossible. You've escaped the jaws of death.
I've seen you lose your greatest love and smile as you wept.
When villains call your name, you never stand back in fear.
I could fight 100 legions as long as you are here. We will run to the blazing sun. We will drink to the pirate sea. We will travel through hell with the hand we've been dealt. We face grace lottery. We will tread through the deepest snow. We will sing till the morning glow.
And it's a wisdom saving throw. So what's your spell save DC?
So you made that, so I cannot cut around.
Nope.